Christmas, we're going to make a chocolate cake, but we're not going to make any chocolate cake. I thought first about making a simple chocolate cake, but everybody knows how to do that. And I wanted to make something a bit special, so we're gonna make a very fancy chocolate cake today. Now, bear with me while I go through the ingredients with you. First of all, for the cake itself, we'll need some butter, we'll need caster sugar, we need cocoa, vanilla extract, 4 eggs and flour. And then for the filling, we need some whipping cream and some raspberries. And then we're going to make a nice little glaze, which we will need some dark chocolate for, preferably cooking chocolate, and some more butter there as well. And today we're going to need 2 cake tins. If you're making a simple chocolate cake, all you need to do is get 1 cake tin. Right, first of all, we need to mix together the butter and the sugar, so pop it in the food processor. Okay, your butter should be nice and fluffy about now and have some nice peaks. Now we're going to add in the eggs one by one. Okay, our third step is to add the vanilla extract and the cocoa. Now, I find it a good idea to sift the flour and the cocoa. You don't have to, but I would prefer it you do. Now, last but not least, we're going to add the flour. Now, all that is left to do for this step is fill our cake tins. Obviously you grease them first. If your cake tins leak like mine, just make sure that you put some aluminium foil under it and make sure you get all the seams, and then you should be totally fine. Now, once your cakes are ready, this is where the boring bit begins, because the problem is we can't put whipped cream on these cakes unless the cakes are really cold. And now all you need to do is take them out of their tin and put them on a cooling rack. Okay, now that the big long wait is over, all we need to do is whip the cream. This works best with an electric mixer, so make sure you have one at home. Now we're gonna have to work pretty quickly because we don't want the cream to melt away. So all we need to do is make a layer of raspberries and put the cream over it, and then put the final layer of cake on top. Now, this cake already looks pretty great on its own like this, but I want to show you how to make a glaze. And besides, if you ever accidentally burn your cake on top, a glaze is the perfect way of concealing it. Right, because the glaze is going to be warm, because it's going to be melted chocolate, I want to put this in the fridge for a few minutes, just to make sure that the whipped cream is really nice and stiff. Now, when making a glaze, there are several factors to take in. First of all, what kind of chocolate you're using. Preferably you would use cooking chocolate, because that is best suitable for heating. And then there is also butter. The amount of butter you put in with the melted chocolate in the end determines how firm your glaze is going to be. I would like my glaze to be pretty firm, so I'm not going to use that much butter. Now, what you need to do is melt the chocolate over a pot of boiling water. Now, the problem with glaze is that you have to be very careful and very quick. So get a knife to help you out and spread it evenly across the cake. Okay, once this is done, all you need to do is give the plate a wipe and stick it in the fridge for about 1 or 2 hours so that everything can set and harden. And that's how you make a fabulous fancy cake.
Say gingerbread, 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 gingerbread. You're full of sugar, you're full of spice. You're kinda naughty, but you're naughty and nice.